Hey friends, how are you? I had so many requests that I should make my videos in English instead of Urdu because so everybody can understand that. Let's do it. I decided, let's do it. Okay, so now today, what we are going to share with you, this is called Khandvi. Khandvi, these squares, as you can see, they are made of Gramflour and added into the curry. So now I'm gonna take a sieve, add the Gramflour in, and the reason why I'm using the sieve is because if you sieve the Gramflour through, that's gonna avoid all the lumps. So I've added salt, like 1 teaspoon. You can add it according to your taste. I've added half teaspoon of red chili powder. You don't need to add red chili powder. You can add paprika powder. If you think red chili powder is gonna make it too spicy, don't do it. I have also added 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala. Garam masala gives it such a nice aroma. Now let's sieve it through, and then after that we are gonna add all the wet items. So I've now also added 1/4 teaspoon of carom seed, which is ajwain, because this is going to make sure that you don't feel like, because Gramflour can sometimes be uncomfortable for your tummy, but it's really healthy. I've also added 1 teaspoon of ginger paste, and the same with garlic, 1 teaspoon of garlic paste, and I've also added 1 teaspoon of green chili paste. Again, you don't need to add this. You can be happy with the paprika powder. You don't need to add green chilies, but green chili, I mean, if you are a fan of spicy food, yes, add the green chili. I've also added yogurt here, just 1 cup of yogurt. That is gonna bind it together. It's gonna be very yummy. A lot of people avoid yogurt in Khandvi, but I like yogurt because when you it's actually nice. Try it my way, come on. Okay, so around 3 cups of water, but don't add them all together. Don't splash the water into the bowl, okay? You need to add it gradually and make it, don't be scared of it's too thin or something, how I'm gonna make those squares. Just wait, the surprise is coming soon. So now we move on to the pot or pan, whatever. I have added I think 2 or 3 tablespoons of oil, and now I'm gonna transfer all the batter into this pot and start stirring, and this is gonna soon be more thick. It's not gonna take too long. Within maximum 5 minutes it's gonna be thick. Can you see? That is getting thicker and thicker. The texture is getting very, very thick, and the type of texture we want is this one, around this texture. And then we're gonna move it over to, transfer it over to a greased pan, and just make sure that you use a spatula and make it even all over. Because after that we are gonna leave it to cool down, and as you can see here, see how thick it is. Now we let it rest for about 30 minutes, sometimes 20 minutes, it depends. You can touch it and you can feel it. If it's like thick and settled, then it's fine. Then you can start cutting it. Ooh, this is so satisfying. Can you see how many, how big pieces I'm making? So I'm gonna make some proper square pieces. Sorry, that noise in the background, that's just my family trying to open the door. I don't know what's wrong with my door, but it's making those weird sounds. I'm pretty sure you all know that. So you saw how thick those squares was. And now I'm gonna fry them. A lot of people don't fry these Khandviyan. I love to fry them because that make it keep the shape and gives it a beautiful golden brown color. So I like to fry them. As you can see here, they look yummy. Ooh, I actually tried one without even the gravy, just after the frying. It's so nice. That's a perfect color. So now we are going to take them out, and then we are going to move over to our gravy. So just take these squares out one by one. Make sure that you don't move them too much when you put them into the oil, because otherwise they're going to lose their shape. You're going to break them. Do you see how lovely they look? So now let's move on to another pan and add a little bit of oil, and let's add 1 cup of fried onions. You can also fry the onions in this oil, but I prefer fried onions because I already got fried onions in my fridge, which I fried them because, you know, it's quarantine and I don't want to do too much. I want to rest a little more. So I've added 2 teaspoons of ginger and garlic paste. And again, I am going to add 1 teaspoon of green chili paste. I love my food spicy. So the Asian cuisine is always, most of the time, spicy. So let's mix it. This gravy is gonna be yummy. I can promise you that. So you should try this. You have to try this. Please, please, please give it a try, just once. Add 1 cup of yogurt because yogurt always thickens the gravy, and gravy without yogurt or tomato is not a gravy. Now I have added 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric. It's not the powder, I added fresh turmeric. Salt to taste because we already added salt to the squares. And now 4 teaspoons of coriander powder because that is also going to thicken the gravy. And then red chili powder. Again, it's your choice. You want to do it or not. 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala powder. Let's mix it. So I have added around 1/2 cup of water because I don't want my spices to burn, because there is a little more to add in. So I just don't want my spices to burn. Now let's move to a couple more things. So here I am adding 1/2 cup of tomato paste. That gives the curry nice texture, nice taste, and nice color. So I have added around 3 tablespoons of fenugreek, which is suki methi in Urdu. I have to be careful with everybody so everybody understand it. And just give it a mix. Now we're going to add some water. I have added around 2 cups of water. And then actually I added 2 to 3 cups of water. Now it's time to put the squares into the curry. Before putting the squares in, make sure that you let the curry cook for about 10 minutes. That should be enough, and it's gonna look like this. So now we are gonna add all the squares into this curry, one by one. Can you see the texture of the curry is quite thin? It's very runny. The reason is these squares are gonna soak a lot of curry because that's Gramflour. That's why you have to make sure that the curry is a little runny, a little thin. Because if you make it too thick, it's gonna be very lumpy. I have garnished the curry with the green chilies, and now you can see it looks so yummy. Oh my god, I love this curry. This is one of my favorite. If I go for vegetarian option, this is my favorite. I just love it. Now it's time to try. So I'm gonna try it with chapati, because I do like it with rice as well. You can serve it with plain rice, plain boiled rice, and you can serve it with naan, you can serve it with chapati. I love my chapati because chapati is more light. This looks so good. Oh my god. Yummy, yummy, yummy. It is so nice. It's heaven. If you want to try a yummy vegetarian recipe, try this. This is just amazing. So guys, I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did like my video, please make sure that you subscribe and like the video as well. And don't forget to try this recipe. Love you all.